Today we are talking about a security camera that Tapo calls, and I quote, quite possibly the perfect security camera. Is it? Let's find out. What up everybody, George Langevere here. Today we are talking about a new security camera from Tapo. It's the Tapo VistaCam 360, also part of a kit called the C660 Kit, which includes a nice little solar panel bundle. I'm gonna tell you all about this camera. I'm gonna unbox it. I'm gonna talk setup and install. I'm gonna talk price and specs. I'm gonna talk about using the camera with the Tapo app. I'm gonna give you my full review, pros and cons. I wanna thank Tapo for sending me this camera just to try out. This is not sponsored and they had zero input on this video, but I hope you know by now it really doesn't matter because I'm always gonna tell you like it is. Well, let's get started with the unboxing. All right, let's unbox the Tapo C660 Kit. This is a 4K pan-tilt camera, and in this case, we're using a solar panel. First up, we've got the solar panel, and I really like the way Tapo puts their little kits in a tidy little package. So you've got a mounting base, then the camera, and then the solar panel. This is an extra cable, so if you need to put the solar panel away from the camera, you can go up to 13 feet. Those are some little caps that you're gonna put on the mount. This is the mount that you're gonna use if you're gonna put the solar panel right next to the camera. That's the mount you can use if you put the camera away from the solar panel. You've got some mounting screws and anchors. Then you've got the camera itself. So you can see it's a very unique design. It's your spot for your micro SD card and your reset button. That's a little cover for the solar panel mount if you don't put the camera on it. You've got some mounting templates. You've got a contact card with some QR codes on it. You've got your quick start guide, some other documentation, a zip tie, in case you use the long cable. Well, there we go. That's the contents of the box. All right, now let's talk about setup and installation. For setup, keep in mind this is a battery camera, but in this particular case with the C660 Kit, we're using with a solar panel. But for setup, you're gonna wanna plug it into power, and I recommend somewhere near your router, so you have a nice strong signal from the get-go, and then you're gonna start to charge that battery, and I would give it a full charge. But while you're doing so, you can get the Tapo app, sign up for an account, and set up the camera. Tapo makes this very easy, walks you through it step by step in the app. It even has a cool little voice that tells you what to do and what's going on. You can have this set up in under 5 minutes. As far as installation, you've got the camera, you've got the bracket that holds the camera and the solar panel, and then the solar panel. You're gonna attach those things together, and then it's just a couple screws to mount it. Now keep in mind that you want direct sunlight as much as possible, and you also want this to be within range of your Wi-Fi. Now this is a dual band camera, 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz, but you need strong Wi-Fi for it to work, so keep that in mind. But otherwise, it's just a few screws, you attach it to wherever you're putting it, and you're done. But I would charge that battery fully before you do so. But once you get that battery charged, you can have this installed in under 10 minutes, very simple. Moving on to price and specs. The normal price on this camera is $169.99, but at the time of this recording, it's on sale for $139.99. We've got 4K Ultra HD resolution and up to an 18 times digital zoom. This is a pan tilt camera. We've got a 360-degree pan and a 90-degree tilt. It has 360 AI tracking, so when it focuses on a person, it will follow them within the range of the camera. It also has a 360-degree patrol mode, where it'll patrol 360, whether there's a person there or not. Because we are talking about this kit with the solar panel, that solar panel will recharge the 10,000 milliamp battery, and Tapo's saying that you only need 45 minutes of direct sunlight per day for the operation of the camera. Now this C660 Kit puts it all in a nice little bundle with the camera, the bracket, and the solar panel. But if you need to, you can install that solar panel up to 13 feet away from the camera using the included cable. We've got 24/7 time-lapse capture, which is unique for battery cameras because with normal battery cameras, you don't get any sort of 24/7. And what that does is it takes an interval throughout the day, and then when there's actual events, it records it normally. So throughout the day, it's recording at 1 frame per second, and then when there's an event, it's 15 frames per second. As I said earlier, we've got dual band connectivity, so that's 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. This camera has a few different night vision options. We've got a Starlight chipset built into the camera. Starlight is color night vision in low light, and when I say low light, you do need ambient light like street lights and house lights, and it needs to be pretty decent light for this to work. Or you've got black and white IR night vision, or you've got full color night vision using spotlights on the camera. Let's do a night vision demo. Now, even with the city lights coming in here, I was not able to get starlight color night vision. It just didn't happen. So I'm going to test this two different ways and show it to you. Number one, I'm going to leave my blinds open with the city lights outside. And first, I'm going to show you the black and white IR. So you can see me roaming around here. Got my lovely little license plate. So this is black and white with the shades open. Now we're going to move on to color night vision with the spotlights with the shades open. So again, I've got the city lights coming in here. So you can see that night vision. Again, you can see the effect that it has on the license plate. All right, then we're going to move on to a test with my shades closed. And I'm telling you, when these shades are closed, it is pitch black in here. So here we go, the black and white IR night vision with the shades closed and complete darkness in here. And now let's move on to turning on the spotlights. And by the way, you can adjust the brightness of these spotlights, but you can see the effectiveness of the spotlights giving you that color night vision in complete darkness. All right, well, we've got two-way audio with this camera, so you can hear through the camera and you can also talk through the camera. And you know, speakers of Wi-Fi cameras are a big sticking point for me. So here we go, let's do a demo of the speaker. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. How is the clarity? How is the clarity? I'm outside with a bunch of street noise. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How's it sound? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a sound and light alarm, so it's an active deterrent camera. Let me give you a demo of that. And we've got free AI smart detection, so that's people, vehicles, and pets. We've got no subscription storage with a micro SD card up to 512 gigs, or you can subscribe to Tapo's cloud storage. So here's a comparison between the free option and the paid option. So that paid option adds 30 days of video clip history, rich notifications with snapshots, and smart sort. The camera has an IP65 weather rating and is compatible with Google Home and Lady A from Amazon. All right, now let's talk about using this camera with the Tapo app. So here you go, here's my Tapo app home screen, there's my camera. I'm gonna press on it. You can see the image, then at the bottom left of the image, if I hit that plus button, I go to multiple screens if I had multiple Tapo cameras. Then I've got my resolution, I've got auto. If I press that, I got my video mode, which I can do day mode, I can do night mode, or I can do auto. And then I could go full screen over in the bottom right. Then below that, I can take a stationary picture or a still picture. That's the camera icon. I got the video camera icon. If I want to take a clip, press it once, it'll start recording. Press it again, it'll stop. Then I've got my audio toggle. That's hearing through the camera. I can mute that if I want. And then I've got the phone icon where I could actually talk through the camera. Then if I go to the bottom below that, I've got talk, where again, I can talk through the camera. I've got my pan and tilt features. There's my directional arrows. I could control the pan and tilt. I've got some preset multi-points there at the bottom. So if I press that, it'll take me to that point automatically. And then at the top right there, I can control my pan tilt correction. Then next to that, I've got alarm off, so I can actually turn on the alarm, which is the siren and the light. I've got privacy mode if I just want to turn the camera off manually. I've got the light where if I want to turn on the spotlight manually, I can. I've got the tag on. If you look at me there, I'm going to turn the pan tilt just a little bit so you can see me better. But there you go. You've got that box around me and it says person. That's the tag. I can toggle that on and off. I've got an AI zoom. If I turn that on, I get the second little box there. And let's just zoom in on something on my desk. You can see that up to 18 times zoom. So there's that. I'm going to turn that off. Then you've got Tapo Care. I'm using the free trial at the moment. I can do the rich notifications that you get as part of the Tapo Care, video summary, weekly report, that kind of thing. That's all there. Then down below that, you've got playback and download. This is where you can see your clips. And you got two different options. You can either do Tapo Care or your SD card, and you can see there that I can switch between the two. So if I do the cloud, I've got my video summary there. I've got all my different clips and all my different detection events. I could download those if I want. If I go to the SD card, then I get my little scrub there where I can scroll with my thumb. You've got your different detection events in blue. And then I've got all my other events down below and I could download those if I want. Then if you look at the actual image, I could pause that clip. I could toggle on and off the audio that I'm hearing on that clip. I can take a stationary picture, video clip. I got my little scissors there, and then I can go full screen if I want. The top right, I can filter motion detection, person detection, vehicle detection, pet detection, timed panoramic photography. And then if we go to the top right, above the image on the main screen, we've got our main settings. So there's the name of the camera. I can toggle on and off my detection, wake up sensitivity, auto tracking, that's following a person. I can turn that on and off. I can create a detection zone. I've got motion detection on and off, person detection, pet detection, vehicle detection. I can turn all of those on and off as far as detection goes. Then I've got my alarm setting. Again, that's the alarm and the light. That can turn on automatically when it sees a person if you want to. You've got your battery status. You've got some pan tilt options, pan tilt correction if you find that it's a little wonky. 24/7 capture, you can turn that on or off. TAPO free trial, again, that's just showing me I'm on the free trial. It gives you a summary of what you're getting for that. Storage and recording, again, I've got a micro SD card in there even though I'm using the cloud storage. That just gives you some information on your storage. Video and display. This is where you've got your night mode settings, so you can toggle between the infrared and the color spotlights. You've got your video quality, you've got your frame rate, you've got privacy zones, your image settings, auto exposure, detection tag, again, that's the box around me that says person, on-screen display, that's like the time and date, things like that, and display tag on the screen, whether or not it shows that tag. Spotlight brightness, again, you can control the brightness of that spotlight. You've got your status LED on the camera. You can toggle that on and off. You got your network connection, privacy mode, notifications. You can turn that on and off. If you've got the TAPO Care, you can get the rich notifications. You can toggle on or off what you're alerted for. So you can do people, vehicles, or pets. So that's notifications. Advanced settings, I'm going to skip that because most people won't use it. You can share the device. You can do smart actions. TAPO makes a lot of smart home devices, so you can actually do different automations under the smart actions, which is cool. Again, if you really get all of TAPO's ecosystem, you've got a full-blown smart home platform right here in the TAPO app. You've got your user guide, support center information, firmware update, reboot the camera, and remove the camera. That's using the camera with the TAPO app. All right, now let's talk my review. What do I think of the C660 Kit? Let's do pros and cons. Let's start with the pros. I love that this camera is 4K resolution. It's cool that it's a pan tilt camera because you can get more bang for your buck, especially if you just need one camera. However, there are some cons with the pan and tilt. I'm going to talk about that in a second. That 18 times digital zoom is pretty impressive, so I love that. The flexibility with the solar panel. Awesome that you don't have to charge batteries. Awesome that you don't have to worry about running wires. TAPO does a great job of making this look like a tidy little package with this kit, so I like that. Definite pro. 24/7 recording of any kind is rare on a battery camera because normally 24/7 recording just milks the battery way too quick. So TAPO's being creative here on how they're giving you 24/7 with those clips throughout the day and then full events throughout the day. So that's a pro. It's great that there's multiple night vision options, whether it's the Starlight, the black and white, or the color night vision with the spotlights. I think it's awesome that you have a free storage option and they still allow you to have the smart detection, people, vehicles, and pets without having to pay a fee. All you have to do is use that micro SD card up to 512 gigs. All right, moving on to the cons, and let's start with the pan and tilt. Now, they say they've got a 90-degree tilt, meaning you should go up 90 degrees. I don't know. I had problems with my tilt. I cannot go as high on this camera as I can other cameras because I test a lot of cameras, including the Eufy S4 PoE right next to it. I can pan much higher on that camera. So I don't like that. Also, I just had a lot of problems with the pan tilt on this camera. I had to do the correction a lot. One of the problems is if you look behind me on the bookcase back there, when it's tracking me, it's got that AI tracking. If I walk past that bookcase, it gets stuck in that position and it does not return. So if I forget about that, and if I was an intruder in here, it would be stuck in that position. It would not be watching what it's supposed to be. So I had a problem with that. And I have a problem with AI tracking in general. If you've talked to me on the phone about cameras, you know I don't like it. There's too many things that can go wrong. Number one, if you've got thieves and there's multiple thieves and they split up, sometimes the camera could follow the wrong one. So it's cool that they offer it, especially when you've just got one or two cameras in your yard and you need more bang for your buck. It's cool that it'll follow a person, but I would not rely on it in any way, shape, or form, and I definitely could not rely on it on this camera. Also, in general, I just had a lot of weird issues where I had to recalibrate the pan and tilt. Sometimes I couldn't go all the way to the left. Sometimes I couldn't go all the way to the right. And it was very random. and I had to do the pan tilt correction every time. So pan tilt in general, as far as the actual functionality of it, a con on this camera. Now this camera has a pretty decent price point, so I can't fault them too much for this, but it's not the most vandal-proof camera I've ever encountered. It's very plastic. The camera, the mount, the solar panel, all of it could be destroyed pretty easily. So keep that in mind as far as where you mount it. I definitely call that a con. Now, as a professional camera installer, my rule of thumb on weather ratings is usually IP67. This has an IP65, which is decent, but I don't know. You know, unfortunately, I can't test it in the winter here. I just haven't had it long enough. But, you know, it should be fine, but I prefer an IP67 weather rating. All right, those are the pros and cons. Now, who is this camera for? Now, when you're talking about Wi-Fi cameras that are pan tilt with its AI tracking and all that, I usually say this is for a person that wants 1 to 3 cameras. You know, you need more bang for your buck because you're not covering all your angles, so a pan tilt will help you in that case. Also, the AI tracking will help you in that case. But again, be careful with that AI tracking because if you get multiple people in your yard, it'll get confused. But if you're going 4 cameras or above, I'm always going to recommend going with a PoE wired NVR system. You know, I just don't think Wi-Fi cameras are made for anything above 4 cameras. They just really don't. You're running the risk of having poor performance. You know, you got to get Wi-Fi to all those different locations. Just too many variables there that could go wrong. So 1 to 3 cameras, yeah, this is great. Or if you're on a budget, you know, a good price point on this camera, especially if you're doing 2 or 3 of them, but that's what it's for. All right, that's it. That's my review of this Tapo VistaCam 360, part of the C660 kit. What do you think? Are you a Tapo fan? Have you tried their cameras? Which is your favorite? Is there a Tapo camera I should be trying that I haven't tested on the channel that you would like me to? Overall, I would say this is a great camera. If you're on a budget, you know, a good value for the money, I'd just be careful with that pan tilt feature. And I really wouldn't go with this camera if you want more than 2 or 3 cameras. I just wouldn't. But I'd love to know your thoughts. I thank you very much for being here. I appreciate your support very much. Smash the like button, keep subscribing, keep watching, come back for the next one. And until then, peace and love, my friends.